My people, I know it's been a while since I got one out. Sorry, not sorry. Because I've been getting it, family. You can know that. Look here. Pull up some UI. Over here in the player versus player. Up to that 1969. Still hitting a little bit of that shuffle. Getting that PvP gear. The two sets seem to help a little bit. And just get back in the groove still. Having a good time in there. Kicking ass. I don't even know if I want to push to 2.1 because the enchantment looks awful. It's a diarrhea brown enchantment for your weapon. I don't even know why I would push to 2.1, but I might just to say I did. We'll see how it goes. I might just get the PvP gear and get back into my battlegrounds like I do. Oh, went too far. Got to go back. Coming out here to check my fishing nets. I've made so much money just throwing these fish on the AH. And look here. I can do this every 4 hours. Bam. Because I've got those elite fishing nets. And you can too, if you're interested in doing that. Link to my fishing guide. Just beware of otters, my God. And while we make our way over to my other nets, let's go ahead and talk about that Mythic Plus. I told y'all I was coming back. You didn't believe me, but here we are. You can see the 5s coming in. I took my time, worked my way up, did the heroics, the Mythic Zero tour, got some gear, and I had a lot to learn, and I'm still trying to remember what's exactly what, and the cooldowns, and not completely panicking when everyone gets blasted. I'm going to put out a little guide, things I find helpful, and just little hints and tips for those of you just starting out on your pally. And can we just talk about how nice the PvE community is for a second? I mean, they have been an absolute dream, which is a far cry from my experience in PvP. So I read an article where they're hiring an external firm to come in and help them with representation. And I'm really glad to hear that, because after all the bonnets and shit, there it is, on the trading post the last few months, I'm really hoping that they can help these Blizz devs. Oh shit, I forgot to throw the fish in there. I'm really hoping they can help these Blizz devs figure out how to make this game represent the World of Warcraft again. How many dresses on the trading post this month? Lock in your bets. 3? I'm going with 3. I mean, just look right here. This is the Paladin set for the first tier of War Within. We're all going to belong to the Holy Order of the Ostrich. I got dibs on that guild name. I mean, maybe some of this can work, you know, with the chest, with the T-Mog options, we can make some of this work. Maybe the hands, maybe the belt, I don't know. It's like they made a mage set. They were like, give it some wings. And it was like, what do you mean by wings? It's like, you know, put some wings on the shoulders. And indeed, that is what happened. Awful, 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 awful. But I always feel a little guilty as a paladin complaining about transmog shit when we have hunters, right? Oh, God. How could you even play a hunter with those transmog options? Just abominations, the lot. We have always got our T-Mogs rocking, and we've got so many great sets to mix and match. We'll be all right, but these are egregiously bad. But to be fair, the artist who did it probably just saw, make sure there's wings on the shoulders. And, well, there you go. One net. Come over here. 2 nets. All right. Fishing's all taken care of. Let's head over to the trading post. I gotta tell you, the servers are hopping right now. World events are cooking. People flying all over everywhere. Feels great. It's one of my favorite things about WoW. Come in here and see everybody goofing around, having a good time. Oh, look at this T-Mog. Outstanding. Oh, look at the mage hat. Very nice. Can I just say, too, I mean, we've got Earthen coming in and all this shit, but you know what I'd really like to see? Where's my goddamn Kultiran Paladin? Don't get too attached to this Lightforge, although I am pretty attached to my Lightforge. But the second I can make a Kultiran Paladin, that's happening. And I don't know what's taking so damn long. Kultiran Paladin now. I already see butterfly wings. And of course some more shoulder capes. Alright, well let's just get into here. Here we go. First up, a reskinned Hippogriff mount. Remember a mop when you got this? Skitterfly and it had water walking. Everybody's like, God, that's awesome. But now you can just do the water walking. So, they reskinned that too. Look at this thing. Creepy. Makes me want to cast Consecrate and burn it with fire. Yikes. Can I just ask, for those without pathology, and I get that there's completionists and people that are just OCD and they have to collect everything, but if you're not one of those, where are you at with pets? You guys get excited like, oh yeah, more pets, because I have like 1,000 of these and I don't even try to collect them. And Blizz always offers them like part of a package deal, like, look, you get this sweet exclusive pet. But I've walked around here and I do a lot of content creation and I hardly ever see you guys with your pets out. So how many more of these do we want? I guess is my question. I don't know. But I can tell you we could do without this one. That's a nightmare. Next, we've got the two-handed floral toothpick. I see the theme now. It's a flower month. Remember what I said about representation? We get an axe with a petal blade and a dagger with petals falling off of it, and then a sunflower staff, a rose crown, and a flower mask. Oh my God, look at this thing. Two-handed. More like four-handed. You need a Dr. Octopus to wield this thing. Wow. That's a lot of sword. And I guess when you put this on, you just keep drag it on the ground. Do you even sheath this or do you just put it over your shoulder? Should come with its own carry animation. Well, I mean, that's a lot. That's a lot of sword, and someone's going to dig that, though. Little much for me, but maybe some of you Kultiran boys out there, that'll be right up your alley. If you're a Fury Warrior, you could dual wield this, right? That'd be awesome. Reminds me of my Sooners. I like that color. Very nice. Oh, the Midnight Tabard. Now, I do like this a lot. I'm going to buy that. That might look really good with that black T-Mog set I have. We'll see. Some black gloves you can do the dishes with. Another Vagabond cape. There we go. I was almost worried that we weren't going to get a dress this month. Thank God we're saved. A leaky bucket. That's kind of awesome. Oh, look. It deals holy damage. That's it. I got to buy it for that. Are you kidding me? I'm in. You just never know when you could use a nice bucket. Oh, a primeval maul. I like that it's a hammer, but it's not flashy enough for my glow boy. So we'll pass. At least we got a hammer this month. Gotta get the dual capes because sometimes you can throw a cape over a transmog and it just makes it sing. There's a black one to go with that black tabard. A Sindori shroud. Yeah, it's a little too hoardy for me. I'll pass. Scholar gloves. They look dirty. Oh, look, some hoof warmers. Kaluic reminds me of fishing. Gots to do it. Go with my Kaluic fishing pole. I like those. That's actually a really nice model. And then returning. There's the bug mount that we saw coming in. Another pet. I mean, this is like a creepy pet month with the Psycho Chucky doll and now this little beast. Look at that. I mean, it's very aggressive. Yeah. Oh, geez. Oh, no, thank you. Version 56 of the Vagabond cape here. Here's the black one. The Forsaken Crescent. Ugh. That puke color. Those undead love to roll around in their slop. Nasty things. Sword of Aloon. All right. Well, what's the... Oh, it's like a set. Okay. It's the season. Spring and fall. Aloon. I get it. So a very botanical bounty this month. And can we just talk about how disappointing the trading post has been? I mean, when it came out roaring. You had some nice paladin stuff. And it's something they need to be real mindful of. Because what's the point of trying to entice people with traders' tenders if they can't even buy anything with them? I've got 11,000 saved up. They definitely need to put in some more effort on the traders' post. And this is kind of my complaint with them now. We got a lot of effort going out, but I don't see it being put into things that matter to me. Y'all know me. I love my T-Mog. Gonna get me cross not putting effort into the good stuff. Between the traders' post and the tier 1 sets, I got to make sure all my T-Mogs are squared away going into the war within. Walking with my boy here. That's why you don't want that giant four-handed sword. Look at him. He'd been a casualty right there if I had that sword on. You know, they're really talking up the delves and how they're going to be great for casual players. We'll just have to see. Maybe they will be. Looks an awful lot like Torghast in a cave for me. But one of the things you can make an argument for Torghast, that you could definitely enjoy it as a single player. You could do it at your own pace and difficulty. So we'll see if they're as promising as they're pitching them. A lot of paladin changes coming and going too. But don't worry about all that. Once I get my hands on it, you know I'll bring you those guides you need. Don't you worry about a thing. So another rough month for the trading post. Brother Boklahoma's out here kicking ass in the name of the light. I hope you guys are having a great time in Season 4. I'll have some guides with tips and tricks on what I've learned about all this PvE I've been doing to sort some of you newer holy pallies out. I'll put that together here in a few. Take care and have fun. Oklahoma out.